Scoreboard shows the New York Mets defeating Pittsburgh by a score of 5-3. And in a late game, San Francisco downed Los Angeles 6-3. Over in the American League in a doubleheader, the New York Yankees took the first game 5-2, while Milwaukee downed New York in the second game 5-3. Oakland lost to Texas in a late score. That final score 9-4. Philadelphia 11, Montreal 8. Our weather in review, partly sunny. High in the mid and upper 70s, then fair, not as cool tonight. Low in the upper 50s. Friday, premises partly sunny and warmer conditions, high in the upper 70s and low 80s. Presently, under clear skies, we have an early morning reading of 56 degrees. And that's Channel 9's first news of the day. I'm Ray Marlin. Have a nice day if you can.
Recapping the top stories of the hour, South Korea says a North Korean guard post in the demilitarized zone opened fire with machine guns on a southern guard post yesterday. The South fired back and no South Korean casualties were reported. Roman Catholic officials in Chicago deny any wrongdoing by Cardinal John Cody, who's under investigation by the government on allegations of misapplying church funds. And the government fuel efficiency tests indicate the Volkswagen Rabbit diesel tops the list, ringing 45 miles from a gallon for the first time. An American car hit the 40 mile per gallon, the Chevy diesel. And that's what's happening as we come up to 5:30 on this Friday morning. From the Channel 9 newsroom, I'm Barbara Corson. It's going to be a great day. Enjoy it.
Good morning. It's Friday, September 11, 6:29 a.m. American short story writer O. Henry was born September 11th, 1862. It's partly cloudy out around the New York area, 66 degrees here in Midtown Manhattan. It'll be mostly sunny and warmer today with a high in the 80s. Clear tonight, low in the low to mid-60s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, quite warm, and a little more humid. The highs in the mid to upper 80s. The outlook for Sunday, chance of a few early morning showers, then partly sunny, breezy, and cooler. Around the world this morning, President Reagan defends his economic program. Roman Catholic Church officials in Chicago deny a report in the Chicago Sun-Times of alleged financial misdealings by Cardinal John Cody. More than 300,000 children across the nation are out of school because of teacher walkouts. These stories and others from Channel 9 News. While the United States keeps an eye on Soviet military maneuvers around Poland, the Solidarity Union continues to thumb its nose at communist rulers. The independent labor movement wound up its first national convention yesterday in Gdansk with a call for free unions in the Eastern Bloc and free national elections in Poland. The union also wants the government to hold a national referendum on Warsaw's proposal to appoint most factory managers. Solidarity workers want to elect their own managers. The Soviet maneuvers, involving 100,000 people, are due to end today, but Solidarity says it is not scared of the implied threat represented by the Soviet military. Over the official news agency, Solidarity declared the external threat will not deprive us of the will of struggle for union goals. Polish communist officials describe the Solidarity proposals as blackmail and political terror. Moscow says the union is being openly provocative in calling for struggle against the socialist system. Street fighting is reported in the Polish city of Konin, but it apparently has nothing to do with the labor movement. In fact, Solidarity members helped local authorities quell the first round of disturbances Wednesday night. Reports say that local youths attacked gypsies in the city yesterday. Police intervened and about 1,000 rioters attacked officers with firebombs and rocks. There were no immediate reports of injuries in the clashes yesterday. Anti-Khomeini guerrillas have returned to the streets of Tehran, clashing with revolutionary guards in running gun battles. Tehran radio made no mention of casualties in yesterday's battles, but said 5 guards were killed by the rebel Mojahideen in fighting Wednesday. Exile sources in Paris say 28 people were killed and 140 dissidents were arrested during yesterday's troubles. Secretary of State Haig is off to Europe this afternoon to spread the word on a need to halt Soviet expansionism. His 4-day trip will include visits to Spain, Yugoslavia, and West Germany. Haig is expected to meet first with Saudi Arabia's Prince Fahd in the Spanish resort town of Malaga. He'll wind up the trip in the shadows of the Berlin Wall with a speech on East-West relations. Here at home, President Reagan says he never promised an easy or quick solution to the nation's economic problems, and he refuses to be, as he puts it, stampeded by frustration or fear. At a cabinet meeting yesterday, Reagan said Wall Street and Capitol Hill are nervous about continued high interest rates, which he attributed to unrealistic hopes of instant economic recovery. Reagan defended his program, saying it wasn't expected to start producing results until October 1st. The president vows to stick to his steady, long-term course of action, although he's ordering $74 billion in new budget cuts in the face of dire predictions concerning the federal deficit. The Congressional Budget Office says that even if current budget cuts are adopted, there's no way Reagan can balance the budget by 1984. Reagan aides say the new spending reductions could force individual agencies to cut their proposed budgets by $500 million in both 1983 and 84. The president refuses to take more drastic action, resisting credit controls or pressuring the Federal Reserve Board to tighten its tight money policy. That policy is partially blamed for spiraling interest rates. Reagan has a light schedule today with 2 award ceremonies, but plans to spend the weekend deciding where to cut that painful $74 billion. The Chicago Sun-Times continues to print allegations about the relationship between Cardinal John Cody, head of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese in Chicago, and Helen Wilson of St. Louis. Today, the paper charges that for 6 years, Cody used church funds to pay Wilson a salary, though she reportedly was never seen doing any work. The paper says the salary was apparently